Welcome to 1332. What happened in the last one? Christiana had another baby, Estrid. Both Male and Genevieve survived aging up. I'm having a really hard time getting Di pregnant for some reason. Robert aged up. And Alice did not survive her childhood role. Tora did, but Tove did not. So that's what happened last time. Nobody is pregnant anymore. We have added Estrid to the tree and have crossed out Tove. Tove. I don't actually know how to pronounce this. Male, Mal, Tove, Mal. I don't know. I'm just, you know what? Whatever comes to mind at the moment. We are so close to completing the freelance botanist aspiration. We just need to finish growing our cow plant. And this year, William, Henry, and Di are all aging up right away. And then tomorrow is Bjorn's birthday. So let's roll for everybody. 9 or 19 for William. Ooh, just squeaked in there, William. Just squeaked in there. And I need to have him join the club too. William needs to join the club. Okay. I'll get that later. Probably at the end of the year. But anyway, Henry actually does a different role because I have roles for vampires from several person who, what was it, 17? Yeah, he's a green. Green is 17. Oh, that was also really close. What's going on here? Um, okay. And then die 2, 6, 11, 13, 14. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Die dies. Sorry, I know it's funny to me. Um, wow. Okay. I guess you're really not having any more kids. This is it. 4. I think that's it, right? Yeah. She only had one kid. You have really bad luck. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm not giving you a fourth wife. That's not happening. Okay. So, oh, we also have to roll for whether or not Henry gets married. Let's see. 20. I'm pretty sure that does mean he gets married. Okay. Yes. And how many children are you going to have? Okay, roll. 7. And again, we have all the time in the world for this because he's a vampire. So there's no rush. But we will get him married eventually. You know what? I think I'll wait on him to get married until Christiana has done all of her roles. I might change my mind on that, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Or maybe later. I don't know. Whenever I feel like it, we'll get him married. So let's revisit that later. All right. I think that's everything. I guess I'll just put a note to myself. Maybe around 1400. I'll put a note for myself because I was going to roll every century. And then we'll consider whether we should marry him. Like down here somewhere. Cool. All right. So that is going to be that for this year. Wow. Die. This is so unfortunate. Okay, well, let's see. And then we'll maybe have a child, another child this year. All right. Let's head into the game. So here we are in the game. So many toddlers. And I am going to use you to get my toddler skills up. I hope we can get at least like maybe 3 skills before tomorrow. So if he could just get his communication and then like maybe his potty skill, that would be an easy one to finish. So hopefully we can do that. And I'm just gonna work on it. Yeah, I think we can do it. So before this, I actually tried to go into Hugo's household and kill Di, and it just like didn't work. But we'll do it again later. For some reason, she just like disappeared. She didn't like die. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, so okay, everybody's getting up. Eric has to go to work. And now that we have a child that we can use to work on the animal things. In fact, he could even do some gardening, but since I'm trying to have that be Agnes's thing, although, good point, Agnes is level 10 now, and we're just waiting for the cow plant to finish growing. So technically, it doesn't matter who does the gardening, although I guess it's important for Agnes to be harvesting the plants, if only because she's the one cooking and I don't have to move things from inventory to inventory. Anyway, let's try to get Bjorn's thinking skill up as well. And our girls have to go to the bathroom. All of them. All of our girls. So there's that. And very nice. Okay. Oh, hey, Margaret. How are you doing in Italy? Margaret sent us a letter from Italy, apparently. And she's saying how good a life she's having there. And how happy she is that her ex-husband died. So now she's definitely legally married to Harold. So that is good. Also, she's not like on the run anymore because the mistress is more than happy to have her firstborn son be the heir to the Harlow household. So there's that. Let's do some laundry. Our kids can fish as well. Hopefully Bjorn survives his childhood role. That was really disappointing about Alice, actually. I really didn't think she was going to die right there, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So, again, our toddlers. But you can talk to each other, and I kind of figured, so turns out them talking to not even talking to their parents, them like playing with their parents gets their fun and their attention up really quickly, whereas other things like get it up, but really slow. So, I guess that's something to keep in mind for toddlers. A quick and easy way is to have an adult play with them. The reason I was having them talk to each other is because it would get their communication skill up as well. But, whatever. Agnes is hungry. Okay, let's go to bed. Yeah, you're feeling good. I was thinking to myself, like, wait, we should get him outside because he's afraid of the dark. And if you're afraid of the dark and you go outside, well, you're confident, but he doesn't have that whim anymore to tell you to do that. And also, it went away before we even got outside, so I guess it doesn't even matter. Whatever. Okay, everyone's asleep except for you. Why are you up, my little baby? Okay, let's start cooking. Oh, she's eating for two. Okay, so we are going to have another baby. Good, good, good. I was a little worried because our babies were dying, but then I'm also thinking to myself, like, are we going to have enough places in Henford on Bagley to be, you know, doing all of these children and all these families? Because we're about to have a lot of people starting to become teenagers and starting to want to get married. Like, I think, what is it? Yeah, so we just rolled for Henry and he is going to get married. And then next year we are marrying Maggie and then marrying Robert because they have been teenagers for almost 3 years now, which means that they are ready to actually get married, not just be told that they're eligible for it. So there is that. I'm going to get rid of this bassinet before I forget because I do want them all to match. Cow. It's actually really nice to be able to have my kids do chores for me. Empty the trash, clean up the dishes, check on the cow. It's all going really well. So I mean, I'm cleaning up, so whatever. But anyway, Christiana is calling. Hey, okay, well, she's sending a letter. This is medieval times. So there's that. You're doing okay. Okay, yeah, we had a nice chicken roast thing today, so that was good. Let's roll for Bjorn, and he survives. This is good. I was worried. I was worried that he wasn't going to survive because Alice didn't. But anyway, Bjorn did survive. He will actually still be a child by the time the war starts, which is kind of good because just in case Milo does die at war, and also Milo can't like get married very quickly when the war is happening. So, oh well. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do for like location. So Henford on Bagley is supposed to be like a village off, um, off in the countryside. And so I'm thinking I had that island in Windenburg be like a neighboring area. So I'm thinking that each area in Windenburg is just gonna be closer and closer to the capital, and then like that main town center of Windenburg, I'm going to make that like London or whatever, you know, however they did it back then. So that's my plan. We'll see if I remember it. And then Tartosa is Italy. I don't know where is going to be France. I know the 100-Year War is between us and France, but Italy, France, I don't know. What other Spain? I don't know. That's a later S problem. I'm not trying to have that much, traveling between countries right now because, um, probably wasn't as likely to have people travel so far without, cars and stuff. But could happen, rarely. And then also we have um what's it called? The I'm losing my train of thought very quickly here right now. um England, travel, modern times, medieval times. I don't know what I was trying to say. Oh, our cow plant's ready. She completed her aspiration, you guys. This is great. This is really excellent. Okay, well, we completed our aspiration. We're in a good place. This is the first aspiration, like adult aspiration, we've completed in this challenge so far. I do want to try and complete different aspirations while we're at it, but I mean, it's not like a priority, but it is something that I think could be fun to track. Also fun to maybe think, oh, I haven't, done this in a while or that in a while. So it's good. I'm a little worried the cow plant is going to kill one of my Sims, but we'll be okay for right now. So anyway, I still don't remember what I was trying to say. Something about like how traveling, you wouldn't travel that much, you wouldn't intermingle that much. Like the majority of people would be English. Later that could change, but I mean it will change later because this is, throughout history. But yeah, I have really no idea what I was trying to say there. um, anyway, let's just get everybody taken care of. Oh my gosh, their needs are really not good. This is tough. Anyway, let's go over here. We will put in here that Agnes completed an aspiration. Very nice. Agnes has actually been the only one to complete aspirations in this challenge because she also completed 2 of the child aspirations. And yeah. Clean up, everybody do your share. Okay. Yes, I'm excited for us having another baby. I know that I shouldn't be because I'm having a really hard time with all of our children, but I was kind of sad when Agnes died. I mean, not Agnes. Oh my gosh, Alice died. I'm gonna get their names confused for the rest of my life. Yeah, I was really sad when Alice died. So I was just really like, thinking that we needed another kid, although we probably don't, to be completely honest because there are a lot of Sims here. Although, what's something I did notice is that um, William, William, well, William has one kid, a son, and I'm probably going to keep him in Italy. Margaret has one kid, a son, and I was going to keep him in um, in Italy as well. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm killing Di right now. And Hugo only has one son, I believe. So that's a concerning thing for Hugo because he has one son, right? Yeah, he has Eldred, he has Male, he has Hugo the fourth, and he has Genevieve. So he only has one son, which means that if his son doesn't make it, that he'll like the Bennett name will, I mean, it will have to be passed on to William and William's son, also named William, even though I gave them a nice house in Tartosa. And then after that, who's after that? We're going to put down her grave right now, but I'm trying to think. So it goes Hugo, William, oh, and then Robert, it would be next. And then Roger. Okay, so we actually do have plenty of sons. Honestly, I think that William might opt to stay in Tartosa in that case, and we would just give it to Robert. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. That's not like, I'm always planning for something that probably doesn't get to happen. Like, I do that so much is that I plan for, I plan for, like, I planned that Eric was going to die, and then he didn't die. So I don't know why I'm planning that Hugo the Fourth isn't going to make it. So anyway, let's move on. We're not really doing anything else for the rest of the year. We're just at our house. We're having our boys do their chores and work on that. We now have Agnes back home. She's pregnant, so she's got like a lot going on with her needs. They're in rough shape. The boys, I'm having them play chess together because I think that that's like a cute way for them to get their fun and social up at the same time and also bond with each other. So there's that. And let's cook something to eat. Very good. Oh, he is really scared all the time. My poor baby. Poor Milo. You're going to really have to get over that fear of the dark thing. Okay. Food's ready. Everyone come eat. Every single person. Look at this. How many people can sit at the table now? Isn't that good? I mean, before it was like just the adults, and now we have two kids that can sit at the table with us. Good stuff. Good stuff. Soon we'll have more. Actually, I have no idea when Ravna's birthday is. Is it next year? I don't know. Yeah, it is next year. It's at the end of next year, though. So at the end of next year, we'll find out if Revna is going to become um, a child. Hopefully, she does. See, part of me wants to have so many Sims, and then the other part of me is like, are you going to be able to handle that when the family starts to become so big that you don't know what to do? I don't know. Anyway, my kids are tired. Go to bed. Everyone is asleep except for the boys who are now like, oh my god, a monster under the bed. Oh my god. Um, so they're freaking out and they're like, Mom, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, somebody come. Now we're going to get everybody back in bed. Okay. But Agnes has to go to the bathroom again because there's a baby sitting on her bladder. Poor thing. I think the baby, based on the timing of the moodlets, the baby's going to be born like very early in the morning next year. So, okay, 12th night. So it is 12th night, and we're going to make a grand meal, but we can't because we don't have any meat. So I'm going to first thing send Eric out, and everyone's doing their chores while Eric is out hunting, and hopefully he brings home something that we can use so that we can make a grand meal. I know everybody's hungry now, but you're just gonna have to wait. Anyway, it also said my cow is getting old. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but honestly, this cake thing is really giving me anxiety, so I think I'm gonna have to move the cow plant at some point, like put a fence around it or something. Honestly, I don't even want the cow plant. It just said that I had to do it because it was part of the aspiration. But I don't want to uproot it either, so I might just like put it somewhere, like fence it in, and then let it die because I'm a terrible person. Because the skeleton is kind of cool. But anyway, how did it get a skeleton? It's a plant. Anyway, you go to the bathroom and then cook us a grand meal for a 12th night. And then we will all sit at the table and eat together. Even though the parents are the only ones who care about this grand meal thing, the kids just do not care at all. But anyway, everybody come and eat. Come on, let's go, let's go. You too, come inside, get some food. Oh, look at that. They're all sitting around the. I like that. They're so cute when they sit around the table together. Then I have to clean up all the dishes. Okay. Very nice. So it is the last day of the year, so we are going to wrap up soon. I think this is almost a good stopping place. I mean, really the only thing I have left to do is give some makeovers to some of the other Sims. So what I'm going to do so that I don't have to go over to William's house is I'm going to use this teleporter mod, and I'm just going to bring William to us, and then I'm going to control him to add him to the club, and then in the world view I'll give him his makeover. So that's what I'm going to do there. I also have to give a makeover to Henry, and then just like a couple other Sims have been aging up that need makeovers so that they blend in better. In next year, I think next year, Estrid Vitor will be becoming a toddler, maybe Revna's birthday, Hugo the Fourth's birthday, and we need to get Maggie married. Unfortunately, she is related to literally everybody, so we're gonna have to bring in a husband for her. I think it'll be okay though. Anyway, I'm gonna move this thing over here, and then we won't have a problem anymore. There we go. Okay, so that is where we're going to wrap up. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me, I'll just skip ahead. I've got the makeovers on camera, but I feel like they're not really super exciting. I don't know. If you like watching the makeovers and stuff, let me know, so and I'll leave it in, but I just kind of choose I just filter and then choose whatever comes up. Like I don't, it's not really a good create a sim experience. So let me know if you like that or not. But anyway, I'll just show you there. This is William, and I decided to keep his glasses because his dad has glasses and he was wearing them, so why not? Here he is. And then we'll head over and do Henry after this. So Henry is right here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. I had to take all that makeup off him. He got generated with it. And I will catch you in the next one.